Unboxing a video on the trail. Did not do this before I left, and I actually forgot it in my shop. When you open the box, it's going to come like this with the straps attached and the cover folded up inside there. And you got to put it on. No big deal. Unboxing video, there you go. Well, it's the next morning after using the first night of the tent cot, and other than no instructions on exactly what to do and only going off memory from what I saw on the Kamp-Rite page, got it set up, used the straps to keep it from folding up, and the first night I would say was okay, other than the thing does not have a lot of ventilation. You can see all the moisture raining down. So if you are going to get one of these, just know that you will need to sleep with one of these flaps or vents open at your feet or at your head. And we'll continue this when we get back home and it's dried out, and we can go over a couple other features of the Kamp-Rite tent cot. But first night, success. Now it's time to put it away wet and get it back to the shop. But it's beautiful out, and it's a great place to wake up to. Woo! Good. Good. Dad, back out. All right, everybody. So, just got back from a super dusty trip, and first use of my Kamp-Rite tent cot. Look at this thing. I don't know if you can see it or if it's picking it up, but it is dusty. Just spent a quick overnight trip on Saturday and Sunday in Little Naches area, right just south of Mount Rainier in the Chinook Pass wilderness area. Anyway, rock crawling, trail driving, exploring. Super dusty. Just a month ago, it was mud. It's already fire season. So anyway, short story. I got this Kamp-Rite tent cot on their anniversary sale in May of last year. Didn't use it. Didn't get to go on any trips where I needed it. It sat right over here in my corner of my shop, and whoo, it is dusty. Wow. And I busted it out, as you saw just a second ago from the unboxing video, but I didn't have a chance to. I didn't do any cool glide rail shots or anything. Maybe I will now. But anyway, I went ahead and just used it. Opened it up for the first time on Saturday, loading it into the Scout. And in 2015, it's the first time I saw one of these. I made it to the Dirty Dozen of the Ultimate Adventure, which is now the Unreal Adventure. But I made it to the Dirty Dozen, and in researching, it seemed like everybody was using a tent cot, and I didn't know what a tent cot was. So I asked Brennan Metcalf and a couple other guys who had been going on the Ultimate Adventure and what have you, what the hell is that? And then they sent me a link. He sent me a link to tent cot. So I just started Googling. And anyway, I was like, wow, that's awesome. So didn't make it to the Ultimate Adventure. I didn't make it to the final 6. And I still wanted a tent cot. I wanted the idea of having a quick flip up shelter, and I wouldn't have to set up a tent, flat, packable, can load it in the rig, strap it down on top of stuff. And that was actually what was really awesome about this weekend, is we loaded our 2 big backpacks in the back of the Scout on the back seat, on top of the cooler, one of the coolers, on top of a spares box, laid the 2 backpacks down like this, tent cot down on top, ratchet strap it down. Wasn't going to go anywhere. So it was wonderful for that. Anyway, so never having used one, opened it up. The cover, if you get one of these, the cover is folded in half over this guy like this. You pull it out, there's no instructions. I'm in the mountains. I kind of went off of memory of what I saw on YouTube and went for it. So this is my thoughts on the tent cot. Long story of why I wanted one. I bought one a year ago, just used it 1 year and 1.5 months later. This was $99 on their sale. With shipping, it was $144. Okay? For all intents and purposes, oh, it's still wet, and I'll tell you about that in a second. For all intents and purposes, it's almost ready to rock and roll. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Again, I didn't look at any videos, but there's a strap here. I'll turn this around for you guys. Like I mentioned, the straps. There's this frame here that folds down. This folds down. There's a strap here, and it's got a cinch. I'm assuming that this goes like this. This goes like this. I can get it in there. Pull her tight. This goes like this. Again, assuming that I'm doing it right. You can see there's another strap here. Loosen, clip, tighten. Done. So what I like about the tent cot is what you just saw. First time using it. I might still be doing something wrong. I don't know. See that right there? I think I can tighten that up. Probably. Oh yeah. I didn't do this when I was out on the trail. Pull that down. Straighten it up. There we go. See that? Done. My friend who went wheeling with me this weekend, yeah, that one's pretty good too. It's done. I did tighten these straps up here. So taunt this up. He got a tent cot. He got off of Amazon, the Jungle website, and his had 1 million pieces to put together. It had the base frame. It had little legs. I'll fucking have a stroke. It's hot out. It had a bunch of little legs you had to put together. Mine, literally done. If I wasn't talking and I was just doing, this thing would be set up. No time. Let's make sure to get it all on the camera angle here. Oh yeah, look at that. What am I worried about? So there you go. You have it. It has this cover. You can fold this guy up. I'm not going to do it right now. And then there's a vent. And I'll get in here and show you guys this in a minute. But it's got a vent here. Same thing on this side. Duplicate vent. One on each side. I'm going to talk about my friend's tent cot because, oh yeah, see, this is still wet. I packed it up Sunday morning at camp. And had to fold it up because we were packing up to go wheeling. And I'll explain this in a minute. Wet, just dripping wet. There's a door on each side. Okay? Very nice, very convenient door. And another zipper fly. It's great. Taunt bottom, an extra flap down here. Nice and tight, okay? Again, a matching one on this side. So you can enter or exit on either side. Total pass through, just like that. All right? Wonderful. I had a 6-inch pad that I bought for a hiking trip a couple years ago. Still hadn't used. Brand new. 6-inch pad. Blew it up. It fit in here with extra room. And it's extra long. I'm 6 foot tall. Pretty broad. Hi, ladies. Pretty broad. 6 foot tall. 240-ish pounds. And I fit in here just fine. Even with the 6-inch pad, a little closer to the ceiling height. But I fit in just fine. Okay? So my friend's tent cot was a night cat. He got it off the Jungle website. It got delivered Thursday. We left Saturday morning. The differences on something I noticed that I'd seen on some other people's reviews, I was like, oh, that's interesting, is ventilation. My friend's tent cot was all mesh, all screen on the top, on the, just like where this vent is, on the foot and on the head, or the foot and the head, all mesh with ribs of solid, and then a required, or not required if it's warm out, no rain, full rain fly. It's super important. One thing that is, and maybe I didn't do something right, and it wasn't going to rain, but I also wanted enclosure like his, is ventilation. This thing, you are hermetically sealed in here. There is, when everything's shut down for the night, there is no airflow. I'm assuming that possibly, and maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments, if you have one of these, I'm assuming that's what this is. Again, maybe one of you guys can tell me in the comments, but there's nothing to retain it. So in the wind, it's going to close. I don't know what this is for. Okay. I'd seen some people have maybe something, and it's not on this one, where they had this open with a little stake, a little pocket. And I don't know if it was this model or maybe a different one, but this was out like this. But what I'm getting at is zero ventilation. I woke up Sunday morning and full condensate. I mean, this looked like somebody had been cloud seeding in here. Nothing but fat, sweaty breath, liquefying, condensating on the top, all over the sides, all over the sides. And as soon as I tried to get out of the tent cot, just soaking wet. So when I had to pack up camp that morning, Sunday morning, dripping wet. I could have slept with maybe the footer open, but again, I wanted it to be enclosed. It's a tent. Again, let me know in the comments if I did something wrong. There's another one of these. Again, this vent here, or whatever this little scooshy guy is here, see him? There's another one on this side. I don't know what those are for. My friend's tent caught zero moisture because he had like this much air gap from the rain fly to the screen mesh of the top of his kind of pseudo elliptical dome going over his tent cot. Equal size. He's about 6 foot, 6'1", same width. He fit his just fine. His being more dome-like, he did have more sit-up room. I did not, but that's fine. Mine crushed his for speed. The tent cot, you saw how quick it sets up. Get to your camping spot in the rig, flop this thing open. I can totally see why everybody uses it on Ultimate Adventure or semi-overlandy trail runs where you're camping on the trail like we did. And it was a good test because that's something I've been wanting to do forever. And this thing, I see the merit. What I would like to do is research, again, maybe I did something wrong. I'd like to see if Kamp-Rite makes a rain fly for this that maybe clips on or goes over to where I could maybe have this be mesh only and roll these up for ventilation. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might make a rain fly because it is still soaking wet. And other than condensating like an Amazon jungle rain over me at night, this thing is amazing. So, Kamp-Rite tent cot, standard olive drab. I fully recommend it. If anybody knows what maybe I did wrong for ventilation, or if that's just how they are, let me know in the comments. Maybe comment, send me a link to something I don't know about. I'll be doing some Googling. Like I said, maybe there's a pole or some kind of attachment that can go across like this, because it would have been nice to have this out at night like this, or if there's a rain fly. But other than that, it worked great in the back of the rig, folded up and sitting over the top of the backpacks, acting like a table. Oh, let's see if we want to get in here. It is still wet, but I'll show you. Okay, so I got my shot buddies right here, and I got my camera person, my grip and boom. She's recording for me, but you can see here, like I said, I'm 6 foot, 241.2 this morning. Hey, little buddy, hold on. This is Hops. He's the Frenchie. This is Banjo, the Boston. They're the shop helpers. They do not like that I'm in here right now. But check it out. I'm in here. This is how much room's in here. Plenty of space. I'm broad, 6 foot. And I could sit in here. I was in here, no problem. So what would be nice is if this thing could come out, so you can get out, put your shoes on, and what have you. But it actually was very comfortable. 2-inch, 4-inch, or the 6-inch air mattress like I had inside here, and it was very comfortable. So Kamp-Rite tent cot. This was the anniversary olive drab standard model. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, seeing what it took. I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you now so you can see how fast it breaks down. And thanks for watching, everybody.